Seeker's over here.
So we're pushing up to res.
Here was push.
All right, I'm gonna go on bomb site.
See where he's coming out?
Yeah.
Oh!
He's half.
Ow!
He's a bullet right
Yeah,
there.
right here.
On the box behind you. Yep, right there. Ooh.
Nice headshot, dude.
What is going on, everyone? Griffin here, coming at you with some Dallas gameplay, and today we're going to be talking about the Walking Dead bundles that will be released soon for Rogue Company. So let's head over and check it out. So with the newest update for Rogue Company, we are having the Walking Dead update, and with the Walking Dead update, there are going to be some Walking Dead skins coming along with it. It's a collaboration that we've got. It's the second major collaboration that Rogue Company has gotten, and I think that this is a very interesting collaboration here. And the reason why I think that this is very interesting is because they're doing something with The Walking Dead. The Walking Dead was very popular, several years ago. I think it's kind of dropped off in popularity quite a bit. And now they're doing a collaboration with those guys. And it makes sense on paper to do that because The Walking Dead on television is ending. So there's going to be a lot of people that's going to be tuning in to see the end of The Walking Dead. This is kind of lining up with that. I'm really hoping that they take this opportunity to promote the game on AMC while The Walking Dead finales are airing so that they can possibly get a small influx of players that are watching The Walking Dead finale. So with the Walking Dead update, we are getting bundles for Dallas, Dima, and Lancer. And with those skins, we are getting a Rick skin, a Michonne skin, and a Negan skin. Negan for Dima, Rick for Dallas, of course, and Michonne for Lancer. And what's very interesting is each bundle comes with the skin itself, and it also comes with a mythic weapon wrap for each individual bundle. But there's two bundles for each skin. You have the colored version. You also have the black and white version. Now, me personally, I'm partial to the black and white version because the black and white version is the version of the comic that I read when I was reading the comic. And I really like the art style, and I really like how these look in game from everything that I've seen. It was kind of the same way when they did Warzone. They did the Warzone crossover with Judge Dredd. They released the Judge Dredd skin that was colored. They released the Judge Dredd skin that was black and white, and I enjoyed the black and white version because Judge Dredd, for any of those that don't know, was released originally in black and white as well. So I think that this is a very interesting collab. I think that, they said that we were going to be getting more collabs in the future, and we got our last collab last year with Seeker and the Rambo skin. And they said that we would be getting another collab soon. Soon, I thought meant like summertime at the latest, but no, it's happening around Halloween. It is what it is. But there's one thing that's very concerning about how they're doing these, okay? It's very interesting that they're deciding to split all of the bundles up separately from one another. And what I mean by that is, like, why isn't there one massive bundle pack that has everything in it that you can purchase? Okay. Second of all, why are they breaking up the colored and black and white variations of the skins into two separate bundles? And then lastly, they're introducing supply drops specifically for these cosmetics. Okay. So I'll tackle these one at a time and give my thoughts and opinions on it. Having a massive bundle that has everything rolled into one, that way if you really want to spend the Rogue bucks on getting every skin, every variation of the skin, and also the bundle that includes the weapon wraps, the emotes, sprays, banners, borders, and all that good stuff, you should be able to have that purchase, and it should be astronomically cheaper than it would be to be able to go in and purchase everything outright without having the massive bundle. Like, that's just the way that it should be. You should have a master bundle that has everything in it, and if you don't want everything, then you should be able to purchase the smaller bundles and get exactly what you want. Second of all, why are they splitting the skins into colored versions and then black and white versions? Now, the reasoning behind this that they said on the update show was because, well, if you don't like the colored version and you just like the black and white versions, you don't have to have both. Okay. And that's true. That's very true. But here's the thing though, you're charging 1,500 rogue bucks for each one of these bundles. There's 7 bundles total at $15 a piece. So you're basically nickel and diming your community by not creating less bundles. They could have put the black and white and the colored bundles together, sold them for 2,000 rogue bucks and be done with it. That's exactly what they should have done, in my opinion. And to top it all off, with the terrible update that came with the formal affair update that was just like, you couldn't play the game, you couldn't play ranked, you couldn't do a lot of stuff in the game because of how terrible it was and how terrible the release was. They should have done something a little bit more than what they did to compensate the community for that. I wouldn't be near as upset if it was, you get the Rick bundle that's got the colored version and the black and white version. It's also got the colored version and black and white version of the mythic wraps. You've got the same thing with the Negan bundle. You get the same thing with the Michonne bundle. And then you have the, free-for-all bundle that has everything, weapon wraps and all this kind of stuff. That's what they should have done, in my opinion. I think they really dropped the ball because you're going to see, first of all, you're going to see a lot of people not picking this up. And the reason why is because this isn't screen accurate to the show. And I understand why they went the route of the comic book, because the comic book is going to be something that you're going to be able to re-up on in the future way easier in order to bring some of these skins back for probably the next couple of Halloween events. Also, you're not going to have to pay additional fees for likeness rights or anything like that to the people that play those characters, because you're not using those characters as an inspiration. This is why the Dr. Disrespect bundle doesn't come back that often. And this is also why the Rambo skin will probably never come back into the game for quite a while, because you have to pay Sylvester Stallone and his team the likeness for that character. That's how that works. So it makes sense to me why they went with this, but I don't think a lot of people are going to purchase these just based off of the fact that, like, okay, I bought this Rick skin. The people that are diehard Walking Dead fans that read the comics are going to instantly know who that is, but your average everyday Joe is just not going to know who that is whatsoever. So I understand why they did it, but I also understand that because they did it this way, a lot of the community is probably not going to be interested in purchasing these. And it is what it is at the end of the day. Vote with your money. You have the power in your wallet, so you make those decisions. Last up are supply drops. So they're lumping everything into supply drops. And whenever you roll the supply drops, then it will only give you stuff that is from these Walking Dead bundles. This is a very interesting thing, and I don't have enough information about this to be upset about it at this particular moment, but it's $1,000 a spin, or it's 1,000 rogue bucks a spin, right? So you drop 1,000 rogue bucks, you get to hit the supply drop, and you get to see what you're going to get. But if this is going to be 2 items every time that you roll it, then okay, that makes a little bit more sense. You know what I mean? You might get something cool, you might not, but you're basically spending 500 Robux per drop to try to get something that you really want out of it. That seems fair. If you're rolling it for 1,000 and you're only getting one thing out of that box, and you've got, each bundle has 2 things with it, and you've got 6 bundles that have 2 things with it. So that's 12 items. And then everything that's in the last bundle. So you're going to have the individual weapon wraps for the weapons. So that's 3 things. You've got 3 emotes, you've got a glider, you've got 2 sprays, 2 banners, and a border. So if you're not able to get 2 things out of the supply drop and you only are rewarded 1 thing out of the supply drop, it's basically going to be nickel and diming you that much more. Instead of paying 1,500 rogue bucks outright for this specific skin and this specific mythic weapon wrap that you like, you're paying 1,000 rogue bucks for a chance at winning something that is probably not going to be something that you realistically want, to be honest. It's not going to be the skin that you're going to try to go for. It's not going to be the version of that skin that you're going to want to go for. It's going to be some of this other chuffa that they're throwing in there to try to make the odds of that appearing a little bit lower than it currently is. But let me know what you think of the Walking Dead bundles in the comment section down below. Do you like what they're doing with the Walking Dead? Do you think that this is a good collaboration? Are you interested, and are you going to purchase any of these bundles to begin with? I like this collaboration. I don't like the way that the developers went about incorporating the collaboration into the game. I think that it's kind of a cheap way of trying to get as much money as possible from your community, and it looks really, really bad. At face value, it looks so bad. That's just how it is. Be sure to let me know what you think in the comments down below. Also, be sure to check that description for links to Facebook, Discord, and Twitter. Those are the places to contact me. If you haven't already, please be sure to like and subscribe to the channel. If you've already subscribed to the channel, then consider hitting that join button to become one of the 256 crew members. Also, if there's a giveaway going on, the link will be in the description down below for that. So please be sure to enter into that if you haven't already. Lastly, on Thursdays from 8 until 11 p.m. Central Time, Sundays from 10 a.m. until we get tired, I will be streaming here on YouTube. So if you're interested and available, please feel free to stop by and say hello there. Thanks for watching, guys. All right.
Well, they really are longer.
Yeah, I know, right?
But goddamn.